Hello traders, this is DFXS. Welcome to TFX family, and I believe that guys, you are all doing good. In today's video, I just want us to learn more about this complete TFX levels MT5 levels EA, and I want to share into details, and I just want you to follow step by step, because I do believe I'm speaking to experienced trader and also a new or beginners traders. And I always say that it makes things easier for you to understand the system that you are looking for. You cannot just look for the system because you saw the screenshot of the results and think that it is the same results that you'll be getting on your side, because this is the trick a lot of people use. They just share the result and tells you that they have the system that gives that result, but they don't share about how the system works. And you, because of being tempted, you just you go for it, and you'll be surprised, or you get surprised after getting the system. This is why we share how our system works, to make you understand or to help you see if it is what you are looking for, or if it is the strategy that you love, because we code our EAs according to the profitable strategies. And as an experienced manual trader, we know the profitable strategies, and we code them and we share with you guys according to how the system works. Now today we are going to talk about the TFX levels, because now the TFX level, it has become like a universal EA that you can trade key levels, you can trade by confirming big time frames, and you can trade even spikes only. So I'm just going to share with you a complete TFX levels EA and see if it is what you have been looking for, or see if it is what you have been trading. Because the best thing I can tell you, subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, even the video that we'll be releasing, to see, because I do believe any of the profitable strategies that guys are using outside there, we have the system of the kind, or of that kind, or that type of trading, whether you are using price action, confirming candlesticks, or whether you want to trade key levels, or if we want to trade also high and low. Every strategies we have covered all, and they are all profitable. So now let us chip in and see what is this in TFX levels EA. Number one, if we go to our templates here, you'll see we have handle, we have TFX level EA H1, we have TFX Renko, RNK means Renko, and we have our level spikes, and we have Renko file. This is what tells you how the system will be working. Now, let us start with the TFX handle. What is this TFX handle? For instance, let us go here. The TFX handle, we use it when we want to trade any of the pairs or indexes, because now we are talking about MT5. Let's talk about the index, or maybe you can trade pairs. It depends which platform, which currencies you want to trade, whether it is index or whatever in your MT5. It depends with what the brokers provided in that terminal. So let us talk here about the index, but remember, it can also work with candles. So this tells you, if you want to trade, we are talking about the handle. Let's say, for example, this is DEX 900, which spikes down. It's an example, or maybe we can use even jump 25, or we can use even volatility 75 as an example. All right, guys, so we can use any. So this tells us, according to professional trading, for those people who knows about, you should confirm what is happening in big time frame and scalp in small time frame. So this tells you if you want to confirm what is happening in 8 hours as your big time frame of confirmation, then you want to do scalping in minute 1, for example, or you want to do your scalping in minute 5, you are supposed to work, this is jump 25, you must work with two charts. So any of what you want to trade, it must be two charts. Okay, guys, anything you want to trade, because you want to confirm from big time frame, make sure you work with 2 charts. The first chart, it is where you want to confirm your big time frame. Which big time frame do you want to confirm your trade from? So if it is 8 hours here, for example, or if it is 12 hours, that is where you will attach handle. This applies to any, whether it is MT4 or MT5, you work with 2. The handle, it is for the big time frame. All right, guys. The second one, it is the time frame that you are using when scalping. Let's say, for instance, you want to scalp from minute 15. So this tells you that you want to confirm what is happening in big time frame, like here 12 hours. You can decide, let's say, for example, you want to confirm from daily. This is where you will attach. I'm just demonstrating this to help you understand how this system works. The real settings for default, we share them on our VIP to help you get the profitable setup. But in this video, because I just want you, our YouTube viewers, to understand how this system works so that it can make things easier on your side when it comes to purchasing the system, because you already know how it works. And this is why it's so profitable. Now, let us say, for example, now we want to confirm our trades from daily. Let us not cause any confusion. Let us stick on daily. And after daily, we want to do our scalping in minute 15. So in minute 15, that's where we are going to attach our EA. All right. This is where now we are going to attach our EA. Do I have EA here? This is for the Renko. Sorry, let me create that. All right. Let me, for example, bring this one. Let us create here. I forget that one. Zone activate. Yeah, the zone must be activated because now we want to read the zone handle. We want to read the zone handle from the handle. All right. So let us just rename this TFX EA. It's very simple. Just like that. So let us again confirm. Double click to confirm if the zone handle is activated. It is still false. Set true. Again, you know, sometimes it can refuse to. Sometimes you can save and still find it is still false. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah, you just make sure that is true. Now, this tells us if the market now here it is sell in our daily time frame, that's what it will be doing in small time frame or this where you are scalping from. Even if you are, let's say, you are scalping from minute 5, this is where you will attach your EA, the TFX levels EA. So this tells you if it is a sell from this big time frame, it will be only selling in the small time frame that you are scalping to. So that is the work of the handle. Let me also explain something about this handle. Let me right click and go to indicators. We have the TFX zone handle X. Let me double click to open and see. In this TFX, now you will find that we have the shift, the zone shift, and we have set 2 by default. It is good to understand the meaning of this shift 2. Now, I think some of you guys, you have seen whenever you're in support, it can be broke and the market can continue going up, especially because as long as the buyers or the sellers are stronger. In order to confirm that this zone is totally confirmed as a firm supply or demand zone, we set shift 2 to make sure that there will be 2 candles closing below the support or the resistance to make sure now the stabilization of a supply or demand zone. Because maybe one, it can continue going up because maybe there is still a pressure for buyers or the buyers are still stronger or taking place. So it must wait at least for 2 candles to make sure now it has respected or rejected or respected the supply or demand. That's why we added that option to make sure that they will never give us a false or they will never give us early entry that maybe the resistance is not stabilized. So it is good to understand the work of the shift. So if, for instance, if I can set here shift 3, this means it will wait for 3 candles before starting selling in our small time frame. So that is the work of zone shift. Now, the other thing I just want you to confirm, it is that this thing, it gives you the exact key areas where there is a support or a resistance from the history. For instance, if we can backtest, let's say, for instance, let us draw this area because maybe you can spot this area like they are very close from this support to this resistance. All right, you can support, you can see them like they are very, very, very close. But if we can backtest, let us go back to see those key areas. Sorry, no, why is going slowly? You can see the area was tested and the market reversed. The area was tested and the market reversed. Just a minute. I don't know why. Let's go to like, I don't know, the history here is like small. Let's go to, let us bring handle. I'm looking for something that will give us, yeah, let's draw like this area. We might, this is for boom 1000 up. This area was once a resistance. You can see how many times was tested, and then the market broke to this area. But let us backtest and see if we can get what I'm trying to say here. I will make sure I'm getting it, guys. I will make sure. Let me double click. Yeah. Let us do it here from this area. I just want us to go to the history and see this support, this resistance and this support, because it is good to understand if surely this system gives us the right areas. You can see this is the resistance that we have drawn. You can see how many times it was tested. You can see it this area again. All right. If they can have this false breakout, you can see you cannot experience that huge drawdown. Let us go back to see those key areas, guys. You can see it here. You can see them here. They are very, very, very professional, guys. It detects only the key areas. You can see it can only detect the key areas. See it here, my guys. I want you to spot those areas in history in order to understand that it is true. This system now, or our supply and demand zone indicators, it's very, very professional. See how many times it was tested here, here. You can see it here, guys. You can see it is the key areas, even to the history. This is 2021, right? You can see 2021. You can see these areas, guys. All right, this is April 2021. Key areas, guys. My friend, you can see it gives us the right areas. So those are the key areas that it It gives you the exact key areas where we expecting market to reverse. And even in history, like here, it is 20, this is July 2020, you can see the area was also respected or rejected as a supply or demand zone. Despite the false breakout, you can see the market didn't went far, and this is like 1 hour time frame, so it's not a big drawdown before the market going up. You can see this is 2020, and the area surely it was a true supply and demand zone, or support and resistance. So I think now you are very comfortable because you can read this is 2020, knowing that it gives us a key area. And if I remove this one, the lines we draw here, you will see that you can see the lines are still there. The lines are still there to show us the key areas, the lines that are drawn by our super zone, all right, to give us that, to continue showing us even in history. 2019, guys, this is 2019. You can see the areas was tested and the market reversed, broke, blah, blah, blah. You can see. So this is to prove for you that the indicators now can give not the present, not the current support or resistance, but the resistance or support from the history. Because we know these indicators, they are supply and demand zone, they just draw the current support and resistance without reading the history. But ours now can read histories for years and years in order to give you the exact support and resistance. So when it comes to trading, confirming from, let's say, for example, confirming from big time frame, whether it is 4 hours, 8 hours, or we say that let us use daily. If now we are confirming from daily time frame, let us set our handle, and let's say for instant, let us go to boom. Even if we want to catch up the spikes, for example, let us bring our EA here. If here in our daily time frame, it's talking about selling or buy, let us raise this handle. Something is missing. Where is our handle? Just a minute. It can only sell in any small time frame that you select. So it will be checking what is happening in daily, and it will be selling no matter which time frame you choose. Whether you want to do your scalping in minute 20, minute 10, whatever time frame you want, it will be selling if it is a sell from big time frame. If it is a buy, it will buy. If it is a sell, it will do what, guys? It will sell in small time frame that you choose, if the big time frame is all about selling. If it is a buy, like here, it cannot buy if the big time frame is saying sell. So I do believe now you understand the meaning of the handle. The handle, you work with it when you want the EA to confirm from big time frame to small time frame that you are scalping in. So again, now let us go to our next one. The next one here, deleting that. The next one here, after handle, we see that we are combining handle and the EA. The next one, it is the TFX levels EA H1. Let us go to this one for instant. The TFX next TFX EA H1, this works only in 1 hour time frame. It doesn't matter what you choose, guys. If everything that you want to trade, it will trade in 1 hour time frame. This is the only setup that works with only key levels. This one will only work with key levels in 1 hour time frame. So this one It doesn't need any of the confirmation. It will only work with these key levels. And as we have backtested in our Boom 1000, it is the same thing. This is for those people who want to only to work with the key level. What are these key levels? The key levels are the high and lows of the market or of the chart. For those people who like only to trade highs and lows, let me bring this one handle first of all, because it's the same, in order to share what I want to share with you here, because I have to educate you guys and to give you more secret. So for instance, let us come to this area. If I double click here, you can see our EA can bring our highs and low. It cannot bring this minor support or resistance. You can see if I double click here, there is no any of the resistance here. But someone can say, but I can see there is this a buy here, even if I cannot see. Yes, if we can draw our line here and we go back, for instance, this level from this area to this one, all right? You can see it is a demand zone, all right? And if we can go to history, let us take all these three support and resistance here. You'll be surprised if we go to history, it is the same area that market consolidate, because if you see them like this gap, there are two here to here, it is a consolidating area. You can see it is a zone area. All right, let us go back, because I want to confirm this in your at the history here to see if we can go further. Don't know if it will give us. All right, no, can't go more than that. But guys, you can see it is a consolidating areas. The market plays in this area, but break going up. All right, you can see it was severely tested, meaning that it is a strong supply or demand zone. All right, I think it is only the boom or crash that can give us a good history of what we are looking for. All right, let us see. Let us apply again our. Yeah, it's only boom and crash that can give us a good history. But the point is here, this thing, it will be detecting only highs and lows. You can see it very, very, very clear with your naked eyes. You can you can spot the minor retracements that we cannot rely with them, that changes nothing. This has changed nothing in the market. So it cannot detect these areas as a support or a resistance, all right? It cannot. But for this one, if you can check with your eyes, your naked eyes, you can be able to spot this one as a major a retracement, but this one are just minor retracement. And this is what now we call higher and low, or higher low and lower lower, or lower and high, right? Because let us say, for example, just want to make sure that we get them correctly, my friend. I just want to get them correctly about higher low. Yeah, I think here also it will give us a good example. If I double click here, you'll see that you can be able to tell with your naked eyes that from this area, there is a good support at this area and a good retracement to this area. So when you want to trade only those key areas, and the good thing that you can adjust the system to trade only the swing low and the swing high. But if you want to catch all swing high and low plus the key areas where the market reverse, and remember, because we have seen that this our indicator here can detect detects even the history, the key areas even in the history. For instance, just check this V75. You can see this was the one-time support. It became a resistance to this area after breaking into this area. It was tested many times, guys, severally. You can see. Let us back test here, because you must understand why is this the system that I'm looking for? Is this system gives false signal? Is this system gives exact the support even if I go to history? Is it a support, or it is just a current thing that was just drawn? Because I do think people who have been using the supply and demand zone indicators there outside, you can tell me it can draw anywhere, anytime, anywhere, anytime. It has nothing to check the history, what is happening there. It was not complete, all right? But this is why we are software developers. We can make it complete because we have done this. You can see these areas. How many times was tested or rejected, and how many times the support became resistant or resistant became a support? You can be able to tell only by watching this, a simple video that shows you with these hour lines without doing anything, in order to tell you that this is reliable system or indicators that gives you the exact support and resistance, all right? So this tells us that with this system, you can trade the key areas, and you can trade also only by relying on high and lows. When we say swing high and low, we mean that because this is the swing high, this is the swing low, and also this is the swing high and low. What will we do if we want to avoid taking these key areas in the middle of the game, but we want to only to trade high and low of the V75? So it is very simple, because if I go here, let's say for example, I can change this one even to 100, because you must set according to what you want to trade. Let us say we want to look the settings that will fit our high and low of this V100. You can see that setting, it has now avoided anything to do with the middle of these key zones here in the middle of the game. It can only now do high, swing high and low. Are you getting my point? According to the setting we have set there for 100, right? Short trade 100 and long trade 100. You can see short trade and long trade, we have set it 100. Now you can see it can only trade swing high and low. Those are your target. And remember, even if they are swing high and low, this swing high and low, even in the history, let's bring it here. Even in the history, they are highs and lows. It is the areas that you trade highs and lows. You can see there is nothing here in the middle of game. This is the highest, and this the low, and this is the high. If I double click here in the middle of the game, there is nothing like that, because it must capture this area high and low. The reason why this one looks like they are so close, it is because of the consolidating of the market, because in the history here, we can see there was a lot of consolidation here. So that makes this one become high and this one become low. But when we go to where there was no something like more of consolidation, you'll see this is our high and this is our low. If I double click here, there is nothing like high and low. Are you getting my point, guys? So this system tells you, you can trade anything you want of your choice. You can trade highs and low, and you can catch up the key areas. You can see now, after removing highs and low, you can see now we can trade the key areas. And when we say the key areas, we mean where market must reverse according to the history. You have seen the history there. Okay, all right, guys. According now to history from 2019, you have seen the key areas was support or resistance. So this tells us we can catch up this reliable retracement. So this is what we call now the key areas, whereby when you're trading the trend, you'll find that we have higher lows and low higher, because those are the areas that people target professionally. And that can be done by the EA. If you want only to swing high and low, you have seen, and we share those details on our VIP, then we can give you the good setup of high, the swing high and low. So when using this strategy of TFX levels EA H1, you only need to stick in 1 hour time frame and set our template here with the TFX EA H1. That one will trade in 1 hour time frame, trading high and lows of the anything that you want to trade. So those are the secrets that I'm giving you guys, so that it can make easier for you to understand what is this TFX levels all about. Because now this tells you you can relax and trade even in 1 time frame, or you can make your choice confirming from big time frame. The EA gives you access to do whatever you want by working with this template, and we show you what you can change, as I have shown you there about trading high and lows. You can make any of your choice, and we always say earn and learn. And with our default setting, as we continue mentoring you to know more about the setups of this EA. So with that, you only work with 1 hour time frame. All right, guys, so you only work with 1 hour, 1 time frame, and then let the EA trade the key areas. So let us go to our next one. It is the TFX levels Renko. So when we talk about the TFX Renko, let me delete these ones. We can bring, like, for instance, if these are what I'm working with, whether it is boom, it is very simple. You just go here and select the Renko file. By clicking Renko file, it will create Renko chart, and the confirmation will be here from this big time frame also. Let's say, for instance, this is 8 hours time frame. Just a minute. My internet is very slow today. Let's give an example again for this boom 1000. If like for example, this is 8 hours, you can change it to any of the time frame. Let's say, for instance, if I want the daily, you can see chart time frame here. I can just set here daily, and then it will confirm from daily time frame, you can see, and then give us the trend in this Renko chart. So this tells us if the daily time frame, where is my sub day, this area? What's going on with my internet, guys? Just a minute. Back, sorry. So this tells us if the daily time frame is a buy thing from this area, it will also confirm in our Renko chart. This is also for people who want to hold for big, for more profit, or like for a long trade. I'm not talking about a long term or whatever, holding for more profit. So this one will trade what is happening in candle charts. This is the candle chart for daily, and give us entry on our Renko chart if they line together with a candle chart. So this one tells us that if in a daily candle it is a buy thing, then also in our Renko chart is a buy thing, then this tells us that it will be buying in a Renko chart. So it doesn't matter what, it is very simple. You just pick the Renko. Let's take this one because this one is what I saved with the daily. And then let's go back here. Let me repeat it again. My internet today is very slow, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah, you can see now, this is a buy thing, all right? This is a buy thing according to what's going on, guys. So you can see we are coming from this support. This telling us that this DEX 900, it's a buy thing, all right? Then if you come here to this area, you will find that it's a buy. So if they line together, if this one it is a sell, it will sell. And if this one is a buy, so they must line what is happening in a daily time frame and also pick the trades according to Renko chart. So they must line. So here we are not depending only with the Renko chart, no, because it can give us false signal. We have to depend with the Renko chart and whatever happening on our on our candle chart, so that we don't miss those opportunities. So this tells you, for those people who love to trade Renko and they don't know if they can rely with Renko more than candles, or if they can rely with candles more than Renko, my friend, we break all those doubts by working with both Renko and charts, candle charts, so that the combination of Renko charts and candle charts, they give you a perfect entry and it will never let you down. So all you need to do here, it is to use or to confirm in which time frame do you want to confirm from. So if it is, let's say for example, let's bring even our, no, let us use another one like step index, all right? Let us bring this one for, not spike, this one for a Renko file. Again. So if we are confirming here from 8 hours, I'm sorry for my internet, guys, but it's not my fault. It's internet providers. How? If we're coming like, for example, this is a sell thing, right? From here, it was a buy from our supply, our demand, and from our supply now, this is a sell. So the same thing it will be doing on our Renko. It will be selling, selling, selling whenever there is that signal liming together with that one of the candle chart. This is 8 hours time frame. So if our 8 hours saying is a sell, then the Renko, when it say it is a sell from the supply, then they will pick that trade. So there is no doubt, there is nothing to worry whether to choose the candles or the Renko. Do the combination and get the good result. This is why it's good to work with a professional. Now, let us go to our next, and I think this is our last one now. Let us see how can these levels now trade the spikes. All right, how can this happen, my friend? You want to tell me now the levels EA can trade also, can catch up with those spikes? Yeah, very possible. Let us delete all these ones and see what's to do. As we all know, the spikes, we catch them with boom and crash. All right, and they added this one, DEX 900 up, those is for the spike, and down. And I do believe this one now, the EA will be killing the market, my friend. Let me show something here. Let us bring this one for the spike here. You can see the key areas of the spikes. It can be caught this area and here. I do love this one, DEX 900. I think I will do some testing here to see how this thing will be working. So let me surprise you here now. Let us go to double click here. You can see we have these trade spikes. We have activated them into true. So this tells you with this is a universal EA. So if you activate here into true, you don't need to do that because you already have the template, but it is good to show you why it can trade spikes. So you can see we have the vector 3D, 4G as usual, all right? And you can see bars to trade. You can say trade spikes only, or you can trade a full mode. Full mode means that you can trade the spikes and against the spikes. But if we select here trade spikes only, it will be catching only spikes. So this is why the levels EA now, we added this one. We don't want anyone to, oh, I don't know, I wanted the spikes, I don't want to, blah, 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 I would like to trade. No, you can get them all in levels EA. Get the levels EA, you can trade spikes and you can trade other index. That's what we have done to almost our MT5 EAs that can help you make things easier. All right, guys. So in these levels, you can see you can trade spikes. Which time frames of the spikes do you want? Some can, oh, I want spikes, but in 2 minutes too. You can change any of the time frame, but we all know that the good spikes are in minute 1. So you can see you can trade spikes, you can trade other indexes, because spikes, they are very good for those people who want to grow their account. They don't want to blow their account, but they want to grow their small account. We don't advise them to trade other indexes. We advise you to trade spikes. And if it is $100 maybe account, you can trade spikes and against the spikes. What you can do here, when you're trading against the spikes, be there on your PC to take the profit you see, or you can set the target, the local target, because we have the setups, we have shared them already on our other videos about how you can use the local target, and maybe target like, let's say $2, because maybe you are trading even against the market, so that if it gets into $2, it can close, it can take the profit, all right? Because maybe you are using, you are trading against the spikes, and also according to the spikes direction, because you know one spike can come, can take all the profit that you made. So that's why we always advise people, it is good to people with a small account to use the spikes only, instead of instead of them taking all the profit that you took when you are trading against the spike. So it is very advisable to use that. But if you must trade full mode and you have small account, make sure you are working with a local target, so that you can target just few money, few dollars, and you are out of the market, to avoid them taking what you have already made. But to be safe, it is good to trade spike alone, and you must be also be patient. Let's say, for instance, this one is for a down spike, and let us assume you just pick the profit from 1 or 2 spikes. You can imagine there is no trade here until when the market will come and touch our resistance here. That's when it will open another sell again to pick the spike. So it is good to understand that you must be patient, the market to come on your way. You don't force. Even if in our VIP, we'll show you how you can catch up those ones, but they are very risky. For people with a small account, it is good to wait the market to come on your way. So with this system, there is so many ways to trade even these spikes. Let's say, for instance, you want to trade the spikes by confirming also, let's say, for example, you want to confirm what is happening in 1 hour. So that you can set the handle, the same handle, all right? You can set the handle, and you can see we are coming from the support. So it will be taking buys. This is boom 1000. Let us go to minute 1 and set our spike. So with this one, if you want to go to the EA to confirm what is happening in big time frame, so that it can catch up the spikes in minute 1, what we must do here, we must activate handle. the handle here must be, you must make sure that it is true, because when the zone handle is true, that commands the EA to confirm what is happening in big time frame. So again, if you want to catch up the spikes and you want to stick in 1 hour time frame, let's say, for example, let us attach our spikes levels here, because maybe you don't want to use many time frame, you just want to stick here and catch up those spikes. And let us say, for example, here, this tells us if here in 1 hour, I don't know, let's bring this. Where is this? Just want to see the support. Where is this handle? Today my internet, it's very, very, very annoying, guys. Yeah, let's say, for example, you want to stick in 1 hour time frame. You don't want anything to confirm there, but you want it to take the spikes according to the direction also of the 1 hour without using 2 time frame. All right, it is very simple. Let us attach our EA, the spikes here. Just want to show you, there is a setting we share on our, we'll share them on our VIP. First of all, now you have to deactivate the zone handle, only that. So if when you are confirming to another time frame, you activate the zone handle. If you're working with 1 time frame and you want it to pick the trades, just deactivate the zone handle, but it will be picking trades according to the spikes in minute 1. So we don't change here. Here we let it remain. It will detect the vector, the 3D, the 4G in minute 1 and pick trades. So you don't have to attach them anywhere, because that is the work of the EA to detect the spikes. That's why it is also a spike detector. So the spike detectors are vector, 3G and 5G. So guys, I think now you can see now the powerful tool that we call TFX Levels EA that trades only key levels, that can trade with 1 time frame, can trade also spikes, can use also both Renko and candle charts. That's so professional. And I do believe if you are an experienced trader or you're a new beginner, you can be able to tell now this one is totally complete with no doubt. Time to bank, guys. And don't forget our August offer, July offer. It's still going on, but 3 days remaining, because it will end on date 5th of August. You can take this opportunity and grab any of the EA of your choice. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. Thank you.